Okay, well, there's your first game 7 of the day, and I was terrified even when they were up like 15 or whatever in the fourth quarter until it really ballooned out there. So, for the Bucks, clearly the game plan was dare Grant Williams to beat us, and Grant Williams, not the only thing that happened, but yeah, he beat him pretty bad. However many threes he made, and then I guess the conversation became, well, how could the Bucks have switched that up? Whether it was going small, they could have just moved where the big guy was. But I think when you think about that, it's like, well, you put him on Marcus Smart, that'd be the other guy you'd dare to shoot. When I say put him, I'm mainly talking about Brook. The Celtics run so many actions with Smart, like him screening for Tatum or Tatum screening for him or Jalen or whatever. It's kind of tough to just put a big guy on him, you know what I mean? The other thing that Udoka did, and I got a lot of praise for Udoka in this one, is he put Derek White and Grant Williams in the game, especially in the third quarter when Tatum was sitting for most of it with foul trouble. And you would think that what that does is it gives the Bucks two guys to ignore, but what it really did was it made them pick one to ignore and the other one they had to defend normally. And so then it became, well, okay, they're going to play Derek White normally. Let's run an action where he screens for Jalen on the wing, like a down screen, forces the Grayson Allen switch, and then Jalen can attack Grayson on a drive. The Celtics had so many actions in this one, man. They had that backdoor cut off of a timeout where Jalen just got a lob from Tatum being in the high post. Really, Tatum's improvement from kind of everywhere, man. I mean, obviously, game 6 was the I'm going to make every difficult shot I attempt game. This one, like, there was a play early in the fourth where he got a screen from Grant, and Brook dropped on him. Eventually, it was a switch, and Tatum, instead of taking the pull-up, which he's been doing a lot in the series, and it's been up and down versus the drop, although it was better in the first half in this game. But as he took Brook back out, the Celtics relocated. Like Horford kind of went baseline back to the free throw line. Grant Williams cut to the dunker spot. It ends up with Peyton Pritchard open on the wing. Tatum throws a perfect pass to him. And there was one other notable one where Tatum, he had a skip pass to Jalen, and Marcus cut and screened Wesley Matthews to where he basically couldn't close out on him. Anyway, for the Bucks, I mean, Giannis did miss a few more at the rim today. Even so, the guy was unreal in this series. In this game, the Celtics were dropping on a lot of those screens, and he was getting a lot of these like 12, 13 footers that were going in. Although, as I say that, there was one where they switched and it led to a turnover from Giannis. But outside of that, it just seemed like the Bucks' lack of Chris Middleton caught up to him. With that said, I do think they can look back at their half-court offense in the series, and whether it's the spacing and having too many guys in the dunker spot sometimes, or having a mismatch but then passing out of that mismatch. I mean, the Celtics are really hard to hunt guys with because even if you can get like a Giannis Pritchard switch, they just collapse so damn hard. It's like they sometimes force you to pass it out anyway. But even so, it seemed like the Bucks could have entertained that sort of action more in this thing. While this game hurts, I think the one you really look at if you're the Bucks is game 6 as the lost opportunity. And I just remember all those contested jumpers Tatum was making, and they were switching on him, playing a little smaller with Portis and Giannis. Not that he was just on those guys all the time. He was able to get like George Hill switches and stuff. So for what all that means, I don't know. There was also the thing where the Celtics, they went for it on the very last day of the season to get the 2 seed, and the Bucks didn't. And it was a game 7 in Boston and not in Milwaukee. You go look at the game 7 stats, the home team wins the majority of the time. I did also have a moment of, oh yeah, they traded DiVincenzo for Ibaka, as Ibaka was sitting there on the bench, and who knows if DiVincenzo would have been really effective for them in this series, and Grayson Allen was so good in the regular season that it made it a little easier for them to make that sort of move. And when I say so good, I mean so good in the realm of being a role player who might take like 5 shots in a game sometimes. I don't think I want to do a Future of the Bucks video, because to be honest, I don't know if there's much to it. All their main guys are under contract. They're going to be back. That's pretty much all I got for you. As for a Celtics Heat prediction, I mean, I guess I'm doing that tomorrow. There's not going to be a lot of breathing room on that one. It's Tuesday night is that game, and also the lottery is Tuesday night, which surprised the hell out of me that just crept on us like that. That was a hell of a series, man. And now we've got a Suns-Mavs Game 7, which I'm definitely doing a reaction for in a few hours, or it already happened, depending on when you're watching this.